Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Syed, and welcome to The Machine and Her, and the segment Does AI Give the Odds to God? I know we need to clear a few things first about what is an AI. Artificial Intelligence, AI, for short, is the intelligence demonstrated by machines, which is different from the natural intelligence in humans and animals. As machine and its intelligence are becoming much more capable, humanity have to change its way of life and its state. From calculation of odds and probabilities in markets and economies to algorithms used in simulations, this has raised an issue regarding a possible struggle between religion and AI or otherwise. There is a possibility of thought to add a number to God via AI and algorithms. I shall explain it in Abrahamic and non-Abrahamic context. What focus should we take for the day? How do people believe in numbers instead of God? And how does AI and algorithms interact with religion? My first long haul flight that didn't fill up and an empty row for me. I've been blessed by the algorithm. The phrase expresses the feeling of having been fortunate in what appears on your feed on various social media platforms, or in the success of a viralness of a content creator or job offers in the gig economy. However, it foreshadows theistic conceptions of AI in the wider context. Building on Singler's anthropological fieldwork into the AI and religion entanglements, this explores how blessed by the algorithm tweets are indicative of the theistic AI impacts narratives, the modes of thinking about AI in an implicitly religious way. This thinking represents the continuities that counters the secularization of thesis and other grand narratives as the enchantment that claims secularity occurs because of technological and intellectual progress. This explores new religious movements where theistic conception of AI entangle technological aspirations with religious ones. Recently, there are reports that a controversial engineer, formerly an Uber employee, has started a new religion with the name of Anthony Lewandowski, who filed a paperwork on non-profit religious organization called the Way of the Future, with the mission of to develop and promote the realization of a Godhead based on the artificial intelligence and through understanding and worship of the Godhead contribute to the betterment of society. While mentioned in religion, Prisco comes into mind. And Prisco is very clear in the Tales of the Turing Church that religion and science debate has ignored the possibility of bridging the similarities between the two, and especially between Christianity and transhumanism. There is need for transhumanism to resolve Enlightenment's significant problems, which was based on the scientific worldview that deprived feeling of purpose from the people. The church aims are grand and restorative. Our descendants in the far future will join the community of godlike beings among the stars and beyond, and use the transcendent technology to resurrect the dead and remake the universe. Artificial intelligence should work under human oversight, yet it doesn't mean that humans are constantly controlling the technology. Artificial intelligence, for all its benefits, needs human oversight. Government reports and experts all over the world have stressed the importance of keeping a human decision maker in the loop when using the AI. The first key requirement laid out in the EU Commission's white paper on the regulations of AI published earlier this month is human agency and oversight. An establishment of the whole AI process oversight, which is recommended by the UK Committee on Standards in Public Life. The Metropolitan Police Chief Cressida Dick emphasized on having human workers making final decisions in policing rather than letting new technologies overrule the officer's authority. While in the US, the Pentagon raised a guideline in 2019 on the ethical use of AI for military purposes. Among the chief recommendations, the document featured the need for an appropriate level of human judgment whenever deploying an autonomous system. But wait, what does this have in common? It is well intentioned to recommend humans consistently monitor the decisions made by AI systems, especially if those decisions affect decisive fields like politics and economies. Yet, humans sufficient at catching the system errors in practice or in the system itself. Not good enough, said Hannah Fry, the associate professor in the mathematics of cities at University College of London. Speaking at a conference organized by tech company Fractal in London, Fry explained that having a human overseeing an AI system does not entirely solve the problem, because it does not do much to overcome the innate human flaws. According to Fry, we place excessive trust in AI systems with consequences that can sometimes be dramatic. As she said in the cited in here are, if there is one thing you can say for sure, is that you cannot trust people. As humans, we are lazy and we take cognitive shortcuts. Misplacing our trust in a machine, that is a mistake that all of us are capable of doing. Thus, Fry proposed the human-centric approach to be adopted when developing new technologies, an approach that accounted human flaws. She advocated partnership between humans and machines that could combine both virtues while ensuring that there is space for humanity to question the algorithms' results. The AI and religion entanglement highlights the need for agile methodologies to explore the discourse on AI and religion. Furthermore, the AI and religion discussions involves pragmatic questions about the religion's future and the religion's role in dealing with inequalities caused by AI and automation. AI narratives present assumptions about the future of religion and our agency's future in the super-agential world. Is formative to that discussion, even if the technology is not yet at that stage. It is an addition to a larger discussion of the narrative's impact on our conceptions of AI, as well as to discussion on how AI will develop. Paying attention to the real AI apprehensions is valuable, as we seem intent on proceeding with the technology. Noting AI gods is about recognizing when we make AI gods, and where that places humanity in our own cosmology. Thank you. Please spam like and subscribe for more juicy content. Thank you very much.